Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome, new viewers, cross watchers, and my lovely, lovely Moonians. This is a timeless reading to figure out patterns. What patterns, past patterns, should you avoid or not repeat in the present or in the future? This is a timeless reading, so this is a general reading also, and not a personal reading. To get further understanding, please do check your. I'm just feeling very consumed and tired. Um, I've just today the first reading that I'm doing is yours. Anyways, um, oh, okay. A lot of baggage that we are carrying from the past. Whew, okay. Do check your sun, moon, rising, ascendant, Venus, and or Mars signs as well. All right, let's just illuminate ourselves a little, connect with the universe, and open up to the messages that may be coming in for you. Channel messages, take what resonates, let go of that which doesn't. All right, so just breathe in and breathe out. Bring your focus in the now. Breathe in and breathe out. Let all the stresses go away and bring your focus in the now as you relax your body and your mind. Breathe in once again and breathe out. We will be singing the Gayatri Mantra. If you know it, please sing along or just simply listen as you connect with the universal song. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Spirit, what do we need to know in regards to past patterns? Okay, so we have released the old and rest coming in, and initially I was feeling quite tired, baggage which we have been carrying, karmic weight which on a day-to-day basis we may not be aware of, but somewhere down the line we just drag it because the pain that it caused, certain kind of past trauma, past experience, past relationship, we kind of, in order to move forward from it, we subdued it, lowered its voice, and put it somewhere very cold in our subconscious. But the thing is, the more we press it downwards, the more it comes through. Like consciously, if you start saying, like, I don't want to think about it and all of that, you can go on for years also. But at the end of it, the residual energy of it needs to go, because for all those years that you, or how much ever time that you did not face it, release it, or found your closure, the more you made that trauma a part of you. And we have make plans and focus coming in. This may be telling that, like, focus on your happiness is also coming in. Maybe you have given a lot in the past and you are tired and you just want to relax. That is also coming in. Someone who underwent certain kind of events, they were quite open minded towards it, but eventually with past relationships are coming in. So relationship doesn't have to be romantic, it could be like parental also, family, friends, and all of that, like work wise also, certain kind of experiences which have just made you more focused on the practicality, is what I'm seeing over here. Oof, okay. We have hold the space coming in, be assertive, honor your inner knowing coming in, follow your intuition. You have a very strong knack of that inner voice guiding you. Follow that, do the healing which is required, unleash the wild within also coming in, with the full moon over here, with the wolf and the lady over here, embracing yourself, embracing your emotions is also coming in. Go within, don't have to be so secretive is also coming through. But yeah, I feel like there is this pattern of people walking over you, or knowing that something is not healthy for you, but still giving in because others happiness meant more to you. And the unfortunate thing was, I don't know, this is the channel thing, you gave all that opportunity wholeheartedly to toxic people, and now you find yourself closed off completely. Someone who somewhere down the line feels overwhelmed or undeserving or something beautiful. That's why we have unleash, make plans, focus, hold your space, listen to your intuition, release the old, take a break. Not everyone who comes into your life is going to take advantage of you. Listen to your intuition, and I feel like the inner voice also, because of past aches, past fears, that inner voice turns into the ego self talking to you out of fear. There is a difference from a voice coming from your higher self and a voice coming from your ego self as well. So become aware of the difference there. You'll feel very different because your inner voice is not there to make you doubt yourself, but to empower you, guide you towards a more meaningful life as well. With the cards which are coming in over here, just seems like someone who got very lost and now is trying to take control back in their life, and that is good. But I just feel like someone who has been overly giving and now it's like, I don't want anything. It unraveled the wild within, like, I don't want any commitment, I don't want serious things now, I just want to have fun. And I'm going to be very predominant stubborn about it, because no one will come in and walk over me the way they did in the past. And that is good, because self love also has this attribute of self preservation. But is there certain kind of self sabotage which is happening, that you feel guilty or regretful due to the mistakes of other people? Medicine guardian, be open to healing information coming in. There are people who genuinely have good intentions and are around you, or they enter your life time to time. I feel like you're just being asked to heal. Just because certain patterns have been happening in the past doesn't mean it defines who you really are. Don't let past traumas define you, because there's this energy of self empowerment coming in. But at the end of it, because this is a general reading and not a personal one, I have to look at the extremes of it, right? So one energy coming in is to believe in what your intuition is saying, especially when things are going like becoming toxic. Stepping away, knowing when to walk away from drama, knowing when people are just taking you for granted, your goodness for granted, that kind of a thing. So there's this temperance which is coming in both the extremes of it. The other extreme is being too judgmental or presuming the worst because you have been hurt in the past. So the stubbornness is blocking opportunities to come your way, because someone may be too married to their agendas that they're not being able to see the present opportunities around them already. Bask in joy and light coming in. I feel like this is more of someone who was truly open to giving and receiving, and whatever happened in the past, it's just made them feel like they don't deserve it. I don't know if it's going to come into my life. Am I even built for it? Kind of a thing. Which is why the spirit is coming in and telling you, believe that you deserve love, that it is safe for you to love, or it is safe for you, or you deserve, genuinely deserve the kind of support that you give out to others. You need to think about what kind of people are you indulging with, keeping company with. Are they truly at your wavelength, or are you putting in on a mask which you feel the world needs to see to appreciate you? And at the end of it, you're not really being true to who you really are, what you innately know. You're not being able to pursue it, perhaps, or explore that dimension in life, especially if it's a new one, because the past is still holding you back. All right, let's see what's coming in. Someone who may have just walked out of or hasn't connected to their emotional world because it aches too much. There's too much that has been pented up, that kind of a thing coming in. What do we need to know? Can we get some clarity as to what direction are we going into? What past release are we talking about? What is there anything specific? The energy is exhausted, but still trying to shuttle here and there, from here and there, here and there, keeping yourself busy, distracting yourself in order to feel, or filling your life with people, whoever has time for you, meeting them so that you don't feel alone. I don't know. That's pretty odd. We have the lovers coming in, and we have the wheel of fortune coming through. Believe it or not, you still believe in a soul connection. Your higher self is guiding you. Someone who always feels it's not the right time, or something karmic which had to come to an end, but still certain kind of deception that may be there. Or this could be a pattern of you waiting for the right time, and perhaps also being too consumed with your future plans that you forget about the now. And then perhaps you realize that this connection was really, really something very strong, something divinely guided, and someone realizing it a little too late, that kind of a thing. Missed opportunities coming in a little. But overall, this again is just saying those, whatever has happened in the past, is not your reality now. Let your past not be sabotaging your present or your future as well. Or don't be so stuck in the future that you forget to be present in the moment, because in the present, it is in the present that we make, formulate, attract our future. So it is important to also be in the now. This is almost telling me that learn from the past, make use of that knowledge, but don't base everything upon that like a gospel. See how can you utilize it right now as you keep planning ahead. There is this very strong, oh my god, you have a soul, divine soul connection coming your way or already in your life, and you can't see it right now because you're still stuck by the aches of guilt, regrets of the past. Two major arcanas coming in. Eight of Cups, wanting to go towards this lover but not being able to go towards it because towards this person, because there's something of the past holding you. Karmic lesson which still hasn't been learned just because of past experiences. Could be a Pisces, or even when this one comes in. With the Pisces coming through, I feel like fish energy, being here and then going away, coming in front very strongly but then going away. Or even the fish also signifies finances, so maybe there's an imbalance as to how you are putting your attention onto just your plans ahead, or your career or your finances, and love is taking a back seat. This may be a time and again, maybe it's like certain kind, again and again, certain kind of karmic lessons that were were repeated again and again till the time you became aware of it. And when you became aware of it, you took it as it being a defining moment that this is who I am, I don't deserve it. I can't. I can't do anything in regards to relationships. Really, like it's not my cup of tea kind of a thing. But that wasn't really the thing. Like sometimes elimination is very important to know what you don't really want in order to become clear of what you really want. Whether it is friendship or anything, indecision, realizing things too late, realizing your feelings a little too late, that is also a repeated pattern which may be coming in. Feeling too indecisive, should I go, should I take things forward, I can't do it, I can do it. Sometimes being so out there, expressive, flamboyant, especially with the lover, Gemini, fixed signs, Taurus. No, why am I saying these things? No, the Wheel of Fortune is Saturn. No, I was talking about world card. The wheel is Jupiter. So you are ruled by Jupiter. It is your ruling planet. The fortune favors the brave. That kind of a thing is coming in. Feeling that you're not equipped enough, developed enough, financially perhaps, or spiritually, or maturity wise to give what the other person truly deserves. That there is this self esteem, self image deception which is going on, self deception which is going on, which keeps you constantly in a limbo. Should I, should I not, should I, should I not, should I, should I not? And then you come out as a very light-hearted, you like to keep things light-hearted, and at the end of it, this person may be like, really making you feel like this is the person for me. I'm just giving you an instance, but still not being able to say it because you feel that you don't deserve, or this person doesn't deserve you. So at the end of it, whatever the other person thinks, you feel that you know best in a certain way because of past experiences. I'm going a little personal now. Anyways, wait, I'll just try and keep it general. Because of the cards which are coming in, like we have Two of Pentacles coming in, the indecision again coming in, but seeing that things can work out. But Eight of Cups, second time coming through, felt too much that you always feel whenever there's this thing, whenever you feel overwhelmed, or if you're feeling indecisive and the other person comes in and expresses their feelings, you go away, you run, you move. This, I can't do it right now. Especially for those who are in a stage where they're very much rebuking any kind of commitment signal, like 3, 4, 5 km away. Where did this scare come from? Where did this understanding come from? Who made you so unfulfilled that they came in as a victim and went out, leaving you as the victim with their toxicity, with their argument, whatever it is, the drama. Uh, and even when you feel, see, I do understand, like, Sagittarians are very free. Like, they love their freedom, they love their independence, and that's good. And sometimes, like, even when things are really good, but sometimes feeling, is this the best that I got? Or is there more? What if? I told you it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You just extended and expired all your efforts on people who weren't deserving. And that was a lesson that you had to learn in order to really value what you can offer and not take it as, I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. Well, you can. And if you felt like, you're going to get distracted, Spirit is coming in and telling you you are an excellent multitasker. Don't worry, you can handle both the things equally. Yes, I will recommend you waiting for that person, right person. See, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your life right now. Balance is of essence. Yes, it is very important for money. Money can buy you happiness, but it is not happiness itself. There's more value in time, tranquility, love, sincerity, harmony, and all of that. Spirit is trying to teach you that major amount of healing which is very much required. Someone who's too married to their career now because they want to showcase the world or reach a certain kind of become something substantial, something they got to prove, and maybe being married to that agenda, missing out in something very beautiful. Or this may be just saying start loving yourself once again. Begin there. Even if you don't want to entertain anyone, heal yourself. Don't make yourself believe that you don't deserve love, because not everyone out there is or comes into your life or is interested in taking advantage of you. You just have to, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, don't give up so easily. We have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. This one coming in, it could also be someone in the past gave you certain kind of advice, and again you took that as gospel and not really seeing what is actually working for you. I feel there's this thing, when you take an advice, just make sure that the other person, the one who you are taking the advice from, is not projecting their insecurities through the advice they are giving. Are they truly sure of who they are they mature? Are they coming from a loving place, or are they projecting their concerns, pointing out the lack which is not required? Too many what ifs which remain, spending too much time with your friends and all of that. That thing of like, just filling your day with people, with company, and that is good, but it just feels like someone who is filling a void. Well, that is coming in, and what can I say? Okay, thank you. We have orange, nurture yourself coming through. See, take time. Healthy selfishness is good, but sometimes we feel we are protecting ourselves, but at the end of it, we are protecting or building wall against something that will truly heal us, empower us, help us grow. Also, one thing, orange is the color of sacral chakra. So when this came in reverse, it almost seems like a fear of intimacy, even more than the physicality of it, because Sagittarians, don't mind me, but they are quite physically active. They like the scenes behind the door and all of that, explore more. But with this one coming in reverse, it felt like someone who is fearful of emotional intimacy due to past experiences, past hurts that they have closed themselves off. And whenever love does actually enter your life, comes knocking, you're too scared to express, to feel what you're feeling, because you feel that it will just take you to that negative mindset, which you have tried so hard to ignore or mask with other addictions, and not really go there, face the hurt and heal it, release it. That is what is coming in. Past healing, forgiving and learning is coming through quite strongly. So can't really make that up, basically. Too overwhelmed right now. Anyways, let's see. We have door to personal healing and happiness also coming in. Potential gateway which is opening up. You've been a warrior. You've been going on and on and on, pushing away things which really concerned you, which scarred you. It's like, I, maybe at times when love also comes knocking, I feel like you don't really open up because you feel that you can't really give what the other person deserves, because you feel whether or not this person will be able to mm, accept you with your scars, because there's this very strong projection that you put in outwardly. I'm very strong, I'm flamboyant, very, very confident, and all of that. But there is a sense of insecurity or a very sensitive side of you, which you find very hard to showcase other people, or especially special people in your life, special person in your life, twin flame energy, soulmate energy, which is coming in. Wow. You may have rejected this person in the past is also coming in, and it kind of haunts you, because for Sagittarians I feel like, there's so many people who are enamored by you, and there are some people, I feel like there's this car, there's this thing, maybe it's a repeated thing, or one person who's done it for you. Like, you had so many facades or a mask of deception that was there, like you're showcasing, portraying a certain kind of personality which works with the world, to impress the world, or whatever it is, that's the way you want the world to see. But there was one person or a few people who came in who could see right through that, and that intimidated you in the past, and you just let it go. Or there may be a pattern wherein you come across in your escapades some genuine souls who are ready to give, but you yourself are hurting so much, you ponder a little longer in their life, because somewhere down the line you are craving it. And the moment that righteousness comes in, you let go of them, because you feel like, this person doesn't deserve it. They're too pure, they're too nice. I can't take advantage of this person, or I don't deserve this person. We have sixth chakra archangel Metatron coming in, speak your truth coming through, and follow your intuition. Second time coming in, third eye chakra awakening. You haven't been listening to your intuition. Whenever help comes your way, you just close it off, is also coming in. Envy, jealousy of some kind, feeling that you won't be victorious, not believing in yourself, not believing in your self worth for some people out there. There's this essence of someone's innocence or innocent inquiries being mocked, whether with a partner, whether with their parents. It also talks about someone who hasn't really seen gentleness, pure love, or genuine love. Each experience, each relationship that didn't work out, especially the toxic one, because as humans we have this tendency of remembering the negatives more than the positives, and it just kept on jading, making you more jaded, someone more jaded. And by the time even the potential of a lifetime together comes through, you just end up seeing everything so green that you can't make any difference. It all seems the same, that layer upon layer, layer upon layer. I'm green, I'm saying, because jade is actually green. So just taking it too literally, but yeah, with the way I'm just talking right now, taking things too practically, because you feel it's the safest thing to do right now. The spirit is saying, like, you have a very strong intuition. This may be a time in order to invite love again, or to avoid karmic patterns. Become aware of what the universe has been saying time and again, and what are the choices that you're making time and again. I'll just give you a very layman example. It's like the players, there's another F boy kind of a thing which came in, but players who become players because one female or one guy, for that matter, hurt them in their most vulnerable, purest state when they were in love. And then they go on breaking hearts. And if you are, I'll say, unfortunately, but not really, that's a very beautiful gift. But unfortunately, if you are in that state of hurt and you are that conscious about how other people are feeling because of you, you keep on carrying that weight along with you, that guilt along with you. And somewhere down the line, it just feels, how is this going to end? I am stuck. I built up too many walls. I said too many things, which I don't feel anymore. How do I get out of it? And the only way forward that makes sense is to put your focus completely on building your career or your life, which is good, but heal. There's too much imbalance which is coming in. Someone completely closing off their higher self, and I'm exhausted, genuinely tired. Literally, someone is saying, is there no one for me? Am I really that bad? What do I keep on doing? So much self doubt which is coming in, it's just breaking my heart right now. At times, you're so hard upon yourself, especially even when it was a situation where you were left hurt, but you're not being able to see that, but you're focusing more on the failure of the relationship and not realizing the protection you got from that rejection or from that relationship, toxic relationship ending, because it wasn't serving you anymore, and you pushed it along because you were too focused on making things work, that the universe had to intervene and close it off for you, or get you into such a situation that you had no option but to let go of it. And it has happened time and again. All right, let's take out some messages for you. Too many channel messages coming in, honestly speaking. It's like, talk about me, talk about me, talk about me, which is coming through. All right, the first one we have: the love, respect, and support you expect from others, bestow it first upon yourself. Become your rock. Coming in again, that's same thing. Hold your space, understand your true worth. Coming in, focus on yourself, especially if you have been focusing on other people's happiness. You experienced a lot of karmic relationship situations. I think, like, you have experienced it, but you haven't learnt the lesson from it. You've taken it from, like, you got to focused on the nitty gritties, that you forgot to step away from it and actually look, what did that teach me? What could I learn from it? The wounded warrior which is just going on in life, thinking that maybe financial success will make me happier, closing off their emotional world completely, or not stepping into it because you feel that you'll hurt too much when the dam opens up. All right, what do we need to know? Anything? Thank you. Okay, we have two of them already. We have: ego death of some kind was very much needed for the extreme defense mechanism to mellow down. Move away from fear. Don't let fear define you. Let go of the illusionary veil of fear, anxiety, and doubts. Move into your whole self. Believe what you deserve is the best. In the future, you may meet someone, like, who'll really see through all the facades or the masks that you wear, is something which is coming in over here. Don't fear intimacy, emotional intimacy, especially. We have negative experiences have been attached to you for a long time, caused self blaming, and I've written the word wrong, but led to attracting the loop into reality. Yeah, I see that also. Vicious cycle which has been going on, or just like, doing that one night stand for a very long time and now getting tired. These negative experiences really layering upon you, and you're not even realizing how much you're carrying it, because that trauma is still defining who you are, and the reality of things is very different. You're seeing everything from those rose tinted glasses. And I mean rose tinted glasses, like green tinted glasses rather, because we are feeling jaded. Ego death also, like, ego, the fear, anxiety, doubt, guilt, which needs to be released. Burn it in the fire. Just because certain things have happened in their life doesn't mean they'll keep on repeating themselves, or the same kind of people will be coming in. Well, they will be, because if you keep on saying I don't deserve it, or I can't do relationships and all of that, see, what are you saying? What intentions are you putting out? That sense of lack, that is exactly what you're attracting in your life, because in the present, that is what you're saying. Even if you have fantasies, or you know what you deserve, but in the moment right now, what are you saying time and again to yourself? Consciously, subconsciously, become aware of that. And I'm trying not to trigger anyone, but it is coming in, so I have to say these things the way they are meant to be said. I'll just show it them to you. If you want to screen grab it, you can. These are channeled messages. Ego death of some kind was very much needed for the extreme defense mechanism to mellow down, move away from fear, lower your walls, stand your ground, but let your past not be the defining moment for every experience that you have. Negative experiences. Is this focusing? Just a second. I didn't realize the time has. It's been a long reading. Negative experiences have been attached to you for a long time, caused self-blaming and led to attracting the loop into reality time and again. Follow your intuition. It is guiding you towards the best possible outcome, or towards a more advantageous period for you. But the healing needs to begin now. For you need to understand that it is safe for you to love. Sometimes it is very important to know what you don't want, in order for things to come in, for those things that you truly desire, um, what you deserve to come in. You have to experience all that you don't really want in your life, to get a better understanding, or to truly value when it does enter your life, that is coming in. And all this did was shut you off completely from beautiful experiences, to be revisited again, to be experienced once again. That is coming in. Do the healing which is required. You don't have to jump into anything just because it's coming in over here. But yeah, do the healing. You haven't healed if you think you have. Shadow work, very important. Don't run away from it. We have manifestation coming in. Focus on a vision beyond yourself, and your unicorn will help you. Believe that you deserve love. Believe the best is coming your way. Don't say things which limit your scope, is all I'm going to say. If you have to say anything, if you have to think anything, please think something positive, something which is supportive of the life that you're building for yourself, and not detrimental. Self deception, which is coming in quite a bit. 19 coming in. We have 13 coming in with honesty. Honesty will ultimately be rewarded. Yeah, this is saying, like, speak your heart. Don't hold back so much. If you find someone that you feel can be in your future, it's a very healthy connection. I almost seeing it almost seems like too good to be true. And I feel like someone who has taken the jump, leap of faith kind of a thing. Yeah, perhaps it is too good to be true. Let's try it. And then putting in everything. But the thing was, you took the leap of faith with the wrong person. And maybe with the Wheel of Fortune coming in and the Lover's card coming in, the universe may be giving you another chance at love. And this may be a genuine person who is part of your soul family, perhaps a soulmate, twin. Not, I won't jump into saying twin flame, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that. But it's to and fro. But anyways, um, your intuition may be saying to follow your gut, express how you're feeling, let this person know, kind of a thing. But again, there's this lack of trust which comes in because someone is fearful that they'll get hurt again. All the actions that you're taking, perhaps you have taken to a very deserving person who you really loved also, or had genuine feelings, a very good friendship with, you just held back because you always felt they're too good to be true. And yes, not all that glitters is gold, but from time to time remind yourself even gold glitters. We have hope coming in. Look with new eyes and create the change that awaits you. Luck is turning in your favor. Fulfillment will be coming in. There's too much pessimism which has been going on, or in the past, pessimism due to past experiences sabotaged your present. Please become aware of that and don't do it again. Whether you have someone in your life, whether you don't have anyone in your life, whatever you want to do, be hopeful about your future once again is coming in. Just because some people believe that you're not ready for a relationship doesn't mean that you're not ready for a relationship. Or just because some people believe with their 3D understanding of things, because Sagittarians are very intuitive, they have a lot of manifestation energy, they're very giving, empathetic also, very wise in their own way because they have a very different perspective. You've been looking at things from other people's perspective, especially if you have been very, very confused about your feelings. Because, like, there was a turmoil that you went through, and this time around, like, whether it is in the future or it happened in the past, that a genuine person came in, but you were not really sure because you felt like, I'm spiraling in that same thing again and again. This person, the moment I let them into my life closer, I will get hurt. Or this person doesn't really know. You can't trust the other person to really love you for who you are because it was taught to you or again and again reiterated to you that you don't deserve it, you're not made for a relationship, and all of that. And that's pure nonsense. Sorry. Whoever gave you that advice was maybe going through something on their own, and maybe they also didn't really understand love. You can, of course, tread carefully. I'm not saying that you have to jump into anything, but in the future, when such a person comes in who makes you truly happy, who is there to support you through thick and thin, and you too feel the same for them, don't undervalue yourself or sell yourself short because it feels too good to be true. You may realize that you have feelings for them or how strong your love really was, but by then it may be a little too late. Please do the healing which is required. Don't carry the karmic weight of others. I have no clue how long have I made this reading. Editing will be quite interesting for me. Anyways, that is what is coming in. Do let me know. This is a new concept that I'm coming up with because I wanted some timeless readings also to come through. So if you enjoy the content, then do let me know. I will have more types of readings, messages from the other person as well, and that will have more chits, like more than these, because that's the first one which I made messages for the other person, but I just wanted to talk about this right now. If you feel someone you care about, a loved one, may find this insightful, then please share it with the loved ones, comment below, and thank you so much for your precious time. You are such a beautiful soul. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't deserve, because it is actually safe to love. And apart from that, even if you are focusing on your career, don't let the doubts or the pessimism or the uncertainty or the lack of self esteem in a certain way deprive you of really putting in all the hard work that you want to put in to make that dream come true, because you guys are manifestors, magicians, Be true to your dreams is also coming in. Be true to your feelings, that is also coming through. Be present as you create a future, keeping the lessons of the past in mind, but not letting it define who you are. All right. So until next time, love, light, healing, empowerment, clarity, confidence, ascension, success to you all. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high, my lovely Moonian.